Picture this. You wake up one morning in your 30s and realize you're still shackled to the 9-to-5 treadmill. You're earning well, you have a stable job, but you're trading hours for income, living for the weekend, and wondering, is this it? Here's the game changer. You don't have to wait until your 60s to escape. In fact, the next decade is your window. And today, we're unveiling 10 rules for escaping the 9-to-5 grind in your 30s. Rules that the top 1% know intuitively, and we'll show you how to apply them. If you're passionate about success and ready to take action, hit that subscribe button. We're here to inspire and guide you every step of the way. Let's begin. Rule 1. Redefine income as time liberation. Most people think of income simply as money, but here's the secret. Income is time liberation. When you understand that every hour you trade for money is lost freedom, your mindset shifts. Imagine earning $10,000 in a month but having zero control over your time. That's not true wealth. Whereas if you earn the same $10,000 and choose when and how you work, you've unlocked something far more valuable. In your 30s, this redefinition matters deeply. It forces you to evaluate. Is my job giving me more money or more time? If it's just the former, you're still stuck. When you measure income by how much time flexibility it gives you, you start gravitating towards side income models, passive asset classes, entrepreneurial ventures. Rule 2. Escape the career ladder myth. If you've been climbing the corporate ladder, there's a comfortable myth. Higher titles means more freedom. But the reality is almost opposite. More title often means more control by others, more hours, more stress, less optionality. In your 30s, this trap is especially dangerous because you might get a big pay raise and feel safe. But the moment you lose the job, the fall is hard. Instead, build optionality. Create parallel tracks. Ask yourself, if tomorrow my job vanished, would I still have income streams? Would I still have freedom? When you design for optionality, you stop being dependent on one boss, one employer, one schedule. You open doors. Later in Rule 8, we'll uncover how to engineer optionality through network and assets. But first, internalize. The ladder was built for you to climb, not to give you control. Your goal isn't just rising higher, it's owning your direction. Rule 3. Channel the power of micro-investing in your 30s. Many wait to have enough before they invest, or assume investing is only for the financially free. That's backwards. In your 30s, you have two major advantages: time horizon and compounding. If you start investing $500 a month at age 30 and get a modest 7% return, by 45 you might have nearly $150,000 without changing your lifestyle dramatically. That money could become the seed of your escape. Micro-investing is about consistent small habits, 20 here, 50 extra there, automatic allocation. It's not glamorous, but it builds momentum. And here's the kicker. Once you set that habit, you free yourself from the paycheck-to-paycheck mindset. Money begins working for you. Now embrace this. Investing doesn't require mega capitals. It requires consistency, and that's within reach in your 30s. Rule 4. Build 4 escape engines. Skills, network, side income, assets. To fully escape the 9-to-5, you don't just need one lever. You need 4 parallel engines running. First, skills. Pick rare, high-leverage skills that let you control your value. Second, network. Your network will open doors you didn't even know existed. Third, side income. Build something that can run separate from your main job. Fourth, assets. Investing in real estate, stocks, digital businesses that generate cash without you showing up every hour. These 4 engines give you redundancy. Suppose your job fails, your side income may keep you afloat. Your asset cash flow may cover your expenses. Your skills may get you out of any tight spot. This composite architecture is what lets you escape. Rule 5. Invest in sleep while you earn models. Here's where the magic happens. Most people trade time for money. You want money to trade time for you. That means investing in models where your presence isn't required. Rental income, dividend stocks, digital products, apps, online courses, all qualify. In your 30s, this becomes your ticket out of the grind. Imagine owning a rental property that gives you $1,000 a month and you only manage occasional decisions. Or owning a digital course that, after your initial work, sells automatically. That recurring cash flow means you're less dependent on your 9 to 5. You have choices. Later in Rule 7, I'll reveal a secret side income accelerator that puts you on the fast track to this kind of model. For now, recognize. Investing in leverage means investing in systems, not just assets. Systems that produce, whether you're working or chilling. That's true freedom. Number 6. Embrace minimal lifestyle. Maximize real value. Here's something many don't talk about. Escaping the 9 to 5 isn't just about more money, it's about lowering the threshold of how much you need. If you're spending $5,000 a month just to keep up appearances, you'll need much more to quit. But if you can live on $3,000 a month, with discretion, habits of value over status, the exit door opens sooner. In your 30s, you're still building, you're still forming habits. Choose real value like high-quality one-time purchases, meaningful experiences, and investments in your health and relationships, rather than the monthly drain of flashy consumption. That shift reduces the pressure. Free yourself from the more, bigger, flashier trap. When you buy value, you buy time and freedom. Rule 7. Launch a hidden hustle that could replace your income. If you're serious about exiting your job, you need a hidden hustle, a side income that grows behind the scenes, compounding while your day job sustains you. Think of it as seed capital, quietly planted, steadily nurtured. Then at some point it sprouts. In your 30s, you have the advantage of energy, fewer long-term responsibilities than later decades, and time to experiment. Pick something aligned with a skill you enjoy, something scalable. Avoid the gig forever mindset. Build the small business engine. Even if it begins at $300 a month, by year 3, it could be $3,000. That might just replace your salary. In a moment later in the video, I'll share the unexpected type of side income that successful leavers often miss. Once you know it, you'll see it everywhere. But for now, commit to launching something parallel. Not for nights and weekends only, but for your future freedom. Rule 8. Build network equity before you quit. Your contacts are your bridge. When you walk away from the 9 to 5, you don't just lose your salary, you may lose your built-in network, role, identity, and access. To avoid the cliff, build network equity now. This means relationships, mentors, collaborators, clients, peers. The more people who know your value, the more optionality you have when you decide to step out. In your 30s, you still have proximity to your industry. You might have credibility. You have time to grow your sphere. Use it. Attend events. Link up with people who've escaped the grind. Offer value to others. When you finally walk away, your network becomes the first landing gear for the next chapter. Treat your network as an asset. Cultivate trust, reciprocity, connection. Because when you escape the job, people know you, and that matters. Rule 9. Sync your engines for aligning value, ecosystem, and exit. We've talked about 4 engines: skills, network, side income, assets, the hidden hustle, investing while sleeping, and minimal lifestyle. Now you must align them into a cohesive ecosystem. Why? Because disjointed efforts waste time, dilute focus, and slow your exit. In your 30s, you cannot afford scatter. Instead, pick a niche where your skill overlaps with your network and launch your side income in that space. Let your investing support that niche, e.g., invest in stocks or funds related to your domain, and your minimal lifestyle free up the cash flow to reinvest. When everything points toward one direction, momentum builds. Your job now is integration. Stop treating these rules separately. Make them interdependent. That's how you transition from working for someone else to building your own freedom machine. Rule 10. Commit to a freedom-first mindset for the next decade. Finally, and most importantly, you must adopt a freedom-first mindset. Many in their 30s still think, get job, save, retire at 60. That mindset traps you. Instead, say, I will craft early escape. I will create optionality. I will design life on my terms. That mindset changes every decision you make. Your mindset will filter your actions. You'll say no to jobs that steal freedom. You'll say yes to opportunities that give you leverage. You'll evaluate purchases by how many hours of your life they cost. Maybe you ask, if no one else ever knew about this, would I still do it? Just like the question about spending to impress we discussed earlier. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about living rich, quietly, purposefully, free from the grind. It's about asking daily, is this decision getting me closer to freedom or keeping me in the cage? If you found this valuable, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss the deep dives we're going to drop. Now, if you want to know the hidden math behind how wealth actually compounds, then watch this video. I'll see you there.